There may be 7 natural wonders of the world, but one in particular is near and dear to my heart, the Grand Canyon. It's often referred to as a big hole in the ground, and quite frankly something I've actually said myself. But the Grand Canyon is much more than that. This wonder began forming in ancient times on what is now referred to as the Colorado Plateau. The canyon itself is one of the most studied, if not the most studied, geological areas on the face of the earth because it contains 3 out of the 4 geologic eras contained within its massive layered history. Its features also include wonderful canyons, caves, and several major ecological systems. The Grand Canyon today spans roughly 277 miles and has an average depth of 4,000 feet. At its deepest point, it drops 6,000 feet below the rim and has, at its widest point, a distance of 15 miles. The Grand Canyon is a World Heritage Site, but more importantly, it stands as one of the crown jewels in the National Park System. It was first protected in 1893 as a forest reserve and later as a national monument. On the 26th of February 1919, it achieved National Park status 3 years after the creation of the National Park Service. Today, the Grand Canyon receives about 5 million visitors, a far cry from the 44,000 it received in 1919. As the Grand Canyon turns 90, I'm reminded of my first trip back in the late 70s. Quite frankly, nothing really inspired me. My family drove up to this majestic place, toured the South Rim, and well, I really thought of it as a big hole in the ground. Sure, it had stunning geological features, but nothing really resonated with me. But something kept drawing me back to the South Rim, and later to the North Rim. Something deep inside me wanted to know more about this wonderful place. I began studying the history of the canyon. Not only the geological areas, but also the people that make it what it is today. I also began hiking the trails. It was here that I first began to realize how special the Grand Canyon really was. In my opinion, one cannot really fathom the beauty or the scope of the Grand Canyon until you drop below the rim. Now, I don't mean going way down to the bottom past the Colorado River to Fan Ranch, which is of course an amazing adventure in and of itself, but simply dropping down maybe a quarter mile from the trailhead and being able to see the rim and the bottom of the canyon at the same time. It's here you really begin to see how small you are and how grand the canyon is. If you ever visit northern Arizona, please drive up to the Grand Canyon and experience it for yourself. The National Park Service has several educational and artistic programs available for each of the visitors. While there are several things that make the Grand Canyon grand, perhaps the greatest of those are the 5 million who arrive each year.